Well, here we are on the flight line. It's June 13th, 2020, and we've got instruction going on, and we've got KQ all ready to go. It's only 10:45, so we're gonna wait a little bit. It's supposed to be blue today, but I'm starting to see a little bit of activity, so maybe we will get some marker clouds. That would be really good. If we're gonna get marker clouds, we're gonna call a task, so we'll see. Anyway, see you later. All right, direction of the wind is out of the northeast. For rope brakes, I'm gonna land on the runway, land ahead of the runway. If not, land ahead of the runway, go over the wires and land in the field, cross the wires. From above 200 feet, make a right hand well coordinated, good airspeed turn, land downwind.
Watch traffic, Cessna 45 Victor, turn to the northwest south.
So it is blue, and I called a task. I took a tow to 2,000 feet and got off right on the thermal and went up to 4,500 feet in what felt like no time flat. It was probably a 4-knot thermal. So I'm headed north here, just trying to sample the air a little bit, but I called a task that takes us to New Gulf, then up to Sports Flyers, then down to Wharton, then up to Belleville, and then back to GHSA. So, I don't know, it's blue. We'll see. I'm just trying to sample the air here, and it's pretty early. The other cross-country gliders have not launched yet. It's only 12:45, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. So I went north a little bit, kind of near Gloucester and over the gravel pits over the Brazos, and there wasn't a lot there. Came back to GHSA and found a nice thermal that took me up to 4,300 or so. Exited out of the top of the start cylinder, 5-mile radius out of GHSA. Now headed south towards New Gulf. I don't know, we'll see. Gotta be careful, the wind's out of the northeast, so it'll be pushing me, it'll be a headwind on the way back. So, I don't know, anyway, need to kind of be careful and stay high. So we'll see how it goes. So I made the turn at New Gulf. I only went down to 59. I didn't go any farther into the turn point. Just worried about getting back on a blue day. Probably could go farther, but... Alright, Dean's gonna come up, good. One of the things I need about soaring is you get to fly over these highways and look down on them, and it's just neat, because sometimes you see a traffic jam and you're up here flying, and you know, you really realize how privileged you are to be able to do something like this. But I don't know, I just think it's neat when there's construction on 59, so it's kind of neat to look down on it and see how they're progressing. Not a lot of traffic today. For Saturday at about 1 p.m. or so. I guess it's 1:20. Anyway, having a good time, even though it's blue. Thermals are pretty good south of the field. North of the field they weren't. We'll see if that changes. Might have to go a little west. So anyway, we'll give you an outside shot here maybe. here. It's nice. 4,700. I knew the thermals were going to get high today. They're going to be even higher. See you in a bit. So we're headed north. We're 4 miles south of GHSA, and we're headed towards the Sports Flyers cylinder. Nice and happy right now because I'm at that 4,000 feet. We're hitting little bumps here and there, so still a lot of energy in the atmosphere. It'll be interesting to see. What I'm probably going to do is get high before I get north of 36 here. You know, and get to the Brazos, because it seemed like earlier the Brazos didn't have very good thermals in it. So what I may do is try to get high and just make a run north, and you know, if I don't get any lift, if I don't get any thermals on the way up to the bottom of that cylinder, I will just nick the cylinder and come on back. If I do get some thermals, then I'll maybe go a little bit deeper into it. Of course, I'm only 31 minutes into the task, so I need to go into some of the cylinders a little ways in order to hit the minimum time of 2 hours. Yeah, so did not get much going north into the Sports Flyer turn point. Actually down at 2,300 here. Thermal. Maybe. There we go. So we didn't go too far into that turn point. Now I've got to try to center this thermal here and make my way down to the Wharton 20-mile cylinder. I'm at 1 hour on task, so my speed is pathetic. Will not say what my speed is right now. Average speed over the task right now is not very good. Spending too much time thermaling. Not really that willing to get low, so I'm taking a lot of weak stuff, like this one. Thought this was good, but it's not. Let's see if I can center this a little bit better. Anyway. Got the Grove 102 down there. Making my way south towards Wharton. I'm actually inside the 20-mile cylinder, but I'm going to go in it at least a little ways. So far, 1 hour, 15 minutes on task. Speed is pretty bad. Yeah, there's the Grove down there. Nice. I think I'm going to exit this thermal. This thermal, oh, it's still going. 4.4 in the averager. It's nice. Keeping my speed up just a little bit in the thermal because somebody below me. There's Highway 59 going into Houston. Triangle Lake over there. GHSA right there. Wallace. It's East Bernard. It's going out to Eagle Lake. As we come around looking south, there's 59 and Wharton's going that way. Anyway, a couple more turns and it's time to head on. So here I am in the thermal. That top number is my 20-second average, and the bottom number is the total time that I've been in the thermal, basically the amount of time that I've been under 60 knots. So you can see that I'm averaging little under 3.5 or 3.5 knots in this thermal. Right over Highway 59, south of Kendleton, which is, you know, quite a ways away from Richmond. Between really Richmond and Wharton. I'm up at almost 5,000 feet, and from here I can see all the way to Sealy. You can see the petroleum tanks up at Sealy, and there's Wharton down there. Can't quite see the airport, I guess. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna head south a little bit farther here because I'm up so high. Just having a really good time. This is really fun. I need to concentrate on centering this thermal here. So I got up to 5,800 feet in that last thermal, down a little north of New Gulf. I'm going to make a turn here and go up to the Belleville turn point. So, been a lot of fun here so far. Put my flaps into -1. Because I'm going to fly north at around 70 knots, maybe a little more.
Traffic, got your card.
And I don't know if you can see that, but the -36 on the screen is for GHSA. That means I'm going to come in slightly under 1,000 feet if I just hit still air from here to there and fly the McCready speed, which is probably around 70 or 75 knots, with McCready setting at 4 knots. So yeah, there's 59 going into Houston, going into Richmond, and there's Wharton down there, and right under the left wingtip there, I guess mid-span or so, is the Wharton Airport. Anyway, headed north towards the Belleville turn area. I think it's a 20-mile cylinder, so it's pretty big. Don't have to go very far north of the field, maybe up to Gloucester or so. So I'm in the Belleville 20-mile cylinder. I'm going to go north a little bit farther. I'm over 2 hours, but I don't care. I just want to go a little bit farther and a little bit longer. Kind of cool. You can see I-10 and the Walmart warehouse and Sealy down there. I've been taking way too many weak thermals. Haven't been willing to get low on a blue day. Having lots of fun though. You can see there are some marker clouds in some places, but they're far off. The marker cloud that I did see that was close to me was dissipating. When I got underneath it, there was nothing there. Anyway, probably go north, maybe try to get to I-10 or a little bit farther. We'll see. Over I-10 in Sealy there. Probably gonna turn around here pretty soon. It says I've got the field made by 200 feet or so. If I turn around now, I'll turn around pretty soon. Maybe go south again. We'll see. So went up to the Walmart warehouse. Went a little north of I-10 actually. Went north of I-10 and Sealy just a little bit. Turned around there. When I turned around, I had I was going to be arriving at the airfield at like 800 feet or so. I've gotten a little. I haven't rolled. Well, I took a couple turns over the Walmart warehouse on the way back. I'm at about 250 feet over right now. I'm only 4 miles from the field. But that's fine, because I think I might keep going south a little ways after I'm done. I'm well over time, but I don't care. I wasn't really racing anyway. I'm just trying to have a good time today. Some pretty bad sync between the Walmart warehouse and halfway between the Walmart warehouse and Sealy, so I had to go pretty fast there. I'm slowed up a little bit now because the air is a little bit better. But yeah, you gotta watch out for that sync and go faster through it. Down at 2,300 here, so gotta pay attention and maybe take a climb so I can keep going. So I finished the task. I won't tell you my speed, it's pretty bad. Doesn't really matter, so finished and then came back just a little bit into a thermal over Wallace. So I'm over Wallace right now at 4,200 climbing. I think I might go south. Let's see. Conditions were stronger south, so I might go that way again and see how far I can get. Wallace traffic, glider Ketoco back entering a left downwind for 3-6, landing long Wallace traffic.